apparently there's some news on the front that the U.S. men's national team are in fact looking for a sporting director.
You don't say.
They're looking for him, and they are getting rejected left and right.
You don't say.
Oh, good Lord. Philadelphia Union's Ernst Tanner declined to pursue U.S. soccer sporting director job.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, I like my job here at Philly. I'm going to stay here.
We're the leads of CONCACAF. Nobody wants the fucking job at U.S. Soccer.
All right, Derek, I'm going to have you read. Go for it.
The whole thing?
Well, yeah, this paragraph. Let's start with the paragraph. We'll go from there.
Philadelphia Union Sporting Director Ernst Tanner was approached by the U.S. Soccer Federation in regards to their vacant sporting director position. Multiple sources familiar with the situation told The Athletic on Thursday, Tanner, those sources said, declined to pursue the position. Here's what you need to know. Tanner becomes the second known Major League Soccer target to remove themselves from consideration from following SKC's head coach and sporting director Peter Vermes. Vermes signed a multi-year contract to remain at Kansas City, the MLS side announced earlier this week, and Tanner and Vermes are contacted by they were contacted for that by that fucking company they hired, Sportsology. Mm-hmm. God, what a fucking horrible name for a company. The recruitment and analysis firm contracted what the fuck? Contracted by the U.S. Soccer Federation to find its next sporting director. Yeah, these Sportsology guys, yeah, they're great. Bunch of fucking goddamn elitist turds, establishment fucks. Why don't we hire a bunch of people like that who do presentations and do morale building and organizational fucking presentations for a living? And they got football teams they work with too.
Yeah. So, Derek, if you recall from the last time we talked about Sportsology, and I'm paraphrasing off my memory because I was not about to go back and dig up this source, but the criteria that they're looking for a sporting director and then coach is somebody who's flexible, who's willing to listen to their superiors and change what they want to do, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh, like a GGG actress.
Basically, Sportsology is out there to find a yes man, and all of a sudden we have one very prominent MLS person in Vermes, and then obviously Tanner here now, who's done his job at the Union, would be a great pick. Apparently, that's what it seems like, at least. Have both declined. They said no, thanks. I appreciate the offer, but I'll pass. Now, does that make you think that both of those people are yes men, or do you think that maybe, just maybe, they're like, I don't want to do what you're wanting us to do?
I think it is a case of like, this is a clown show, and I don't want to be a part of it.
I could be it too. I've got a nice cush job here. I'm not going anywhere.
I don't say every third word. And I don't.
Is that a requirement?
I don't want to be a part of this crew.
I've got to figure out how to say every third word. This is fucking mind blowing. How do you do this?
Who's the owner of German Goo Girls? Let's hire him as sporting director. That's what I want. German Goo Girls. Let's go out and recruit that guy as the sporting director for the United States men's national team. Because one thing that guy can do is recruit talent. All right, Garrett Sims, $2. Thank you, my brother. God forbid they hire Bokenek. He's not taking that job. No way. No way is he taking that job. So they're going to have to go deeper into the bucket of chum and find the biggest, slimiest, stinkiest piece of fucking rotting fucking fish flesh to fill that job. Let's be really honest. And when they can't find it there in the soccer world, they're just going to hire some fucking Columbia or Harvard or Yale graduate who knows nothing about soccer, but at least scored straight A's at Harvard. That's where they're going to go eventually. So
has to be proficient in PowerPoint. I can put together a PowerPoint. S27. Do you want the gig as a sporting director? You already have S in your name.
Dude, I make PowerPoint my bitch. I could easily coach the team if that's the only requirement. So,
Derek, I imagine that you would put forth the PowerPoint where there's a bunch of text and it's going to be that typewriter thing where and every single letter is just typewritered in there the entire time, the entire presentation, because you want to see who's going to fall asleep or who's going to go mad or who's going to break first. It's all mental. It's all it's a thing in PowerPoint.
Okay.
I don't know why you'd ever want that though. That's the worst thing in the world.
No, but you do have to be good at PowerPoint, apparently.
Well, I think that's how Greg may have got that gig, you know.
Yeah, well, that was his claim to fame. We're going to change the way the world views American soccer. Okay.
I don't know. It's just the whole thing is sketchy. I mean, obviously they went for at least one MLS veteran with Vermes and then Tanner, and they denied. I think that the people are going to be looking at this gig if they're worth their salt are going to be like, well, I don't want to do what you want to do. I want to do this how I do this. This is why you're looking at me, right?
Well, and the sad thing is that outside of the very close circle jerk community in Philadelphia, nobody knows who the fuck Tanner is. No one knows who that dude is. No one knows who he is. You got to be in the inside fucking circle of the circle jerks in Philadelphia to know who Tanner is, because nobody outside knows who he is. I mean, I'm sure he's been to other parties and other circle jerks, and there are people outside in other circle jerk communities who know him really well. But as far as, it's just, I mean, maybe there's some gangbangs he attended in other cities, so he's very popular, but nobody knows who that guy is. When this Tanner guy's name came up, I'm like, never heard of him. Never heard of him. Yeah, pretty much. Sure, does a great job, because guess what? Philly does a good job, and so does the coach of Philly does a good job. So I don't know.